Milk tea or bubble tea has become a global craze, but is most popular in Asia. And Vietnam is not an exception. It has recently become an indispensable part of dating or outing with friends or everyday afternoon tea of office people. Join me today as I make some of the most popular kinds of bubble tea available in Vietnam and the glutinous and chewy bobas and some other amazing toppings that comes with bubble tea. I will show you how to make the traditional boba, really cute and delicious Panda Mochi topping and cheese rubies. Oh yeah!
Helen's recipes.
After many trials, I finally come up with this recipe that makes boba with the most pleasant textures. It can be kept until the next day. You just have to microwave for about 30 seconds and they are nice to eat again. In a small bowl, combine 50 grams of brown sugar with 150 ml of warm water. Stir well to dissolve the sugar. Next, in a large mixing bowl, combine 90 grams of tapioca starch, 10 grams of rice flour, 10 grams of cacao powder, and mix well. Then gradually add in the sugar syrup. Make sure that it is heated to about 70 to 80 degrees Celsius. Knead well until the dough comes together and form an elastic piece of dough. Pinch a piece of dough and roll into thin sticks. Then cut into small pieces and try to make them as even as possible. Roll each piece between your palms into little small tapioca pearls. Drop them into a bowl of tapioca starch and shake to coat so they won't stick to each other. Then strain off the excess starch. Bring a saucepan of water to a full boil. Cook the boba pearls until they float to the surface. After cooking for about 15 minutes, you cover the lid, turn off the heat and leave to sit for about 30 minutes. Then transfer the cooked pearls to a bowl of ice cold water and rinse well about 3 to 4 times to remove the sticky layers of starch outside each pearls. Mix the boba pearls with a tablespoon of sugar to give them some taste and also to prevent sticking. One of my favorite boba tea toppings is of course the cheese rubies. They are translucent and chewy on the outside with the soft, rich, creamy and cheesy fillings. The making of these rubies would require some patience, but it's totally worth it. Refrigerate cream cheese or head cow cheese until firm, then cut into dices. Roll each dice over some powdered sugar. Leave to sit for about 1 to 2 minutes until the sugar is partially melted. Then roll over some tapioca starch. Then freeze for about 15 to 20 minutes. Repeat the coating process for about 2 to 3 times until the cheese is well coated with a thick layer of starch. This is to make sure that when you boil them, the outer layer is thick enough to protect the fillings from leaking out. Then bring a saucepan of water to a full boil. Gently drop in the cheese dices and cook over low heat until they float to the surface. Then transfer them to a bowl of ice cold water. Then drain after about a minute. Another topping not so well known but very cute and delicious is Panda Mochi. In a large mixing bowl, combine 150 grams of glutinous rice flour, 50 grams of rice flour, 10 grams powdered sugar, a pinch of salt, and mix well. Gradually add about 150 ml of warm water at about 80 degrees Celsius. Mix well till combined and knead well until the dough is formed. Take out about 1/5 of the dough and mix with half a teaspoon of cacao powder and knead until well combined. You will get a brown piece of dough. Divide the remaining white dough into smaller pieces to the size of about your finger section. Then shape into small balls. Divide the brown dough into tiny bits and stick to the white ball to make the head of a panda. Very simple but looks so cute, right? Then boil them until they float to the surface and remove, transfer to a bowl of ice cold water. Now we can start making the bubble tea. Let's start with the most traditional kind. Brew 20 grams of black tea with 300 ml of boiling water for about 20 to 30 minutes. Then strain and add 50 ml of sweetened condensed milk, 70 grams of sugar and 80 grams of whipping cream. Add a pinch of salt and stir well. Add the boba pearls to the glass, top with ice and pour in the milk tea. Wow, so good! The tea is sweet and rich. The boba pearls are perfectly soft and chewy, such a match made in heaven. No wonder why the youngsters are so addicted to them. Another bestseller at small bubble tea shops is brown sugar boba with milk, or sữa tươi trân châu đường đen. Combine 150 grams of brown sugar, a pinch of salt, and a dash of water in a saucepan and bring to a boil. Add the cooked boba bulbs and simmer on low heat until slightly thickened. Turn off the heat and leave to cool. To serve this drink, add the boba bulbs in brown sugar syrup into a glass and swirl to coat the sides of the glass with the syrup. Add some ice and pour in the full-fat milk and enjoy. If the caffeine in the milk tea could make you lose sleep, then this drink is the perfect choice for you. Next recipe is Thai red iced milk tea, a Thai drink that is loved by the Vietnamese people. Firstly, combine 25 grams of Thai red tea with 300 ml of boiling water for about 20 minutes, then strain. Add 50 grams sugar, 50 grams of sweetened condensed milk, and 50 grams milk powder and stir well. Add a pinch of salt. Pour into a glass of ice and top with your favorite toppings. If you enjoy watching the moments the tea blends and dissolves into fresh milk, then try out the next two drinks. Soak 10 butterfly pea flower in 200 ml of water for about 10 minutes. You will get the tea with really beautiful blue color. Pour 150 ml of milk and 50 ml of whipping cream into a glass of ice, then pour in the blue tea to get that ombre effect. You can do similarly with matcha if you prefer some green color. You can serve with your favorite toppings and share beautiful memories with your friends. I hope all the milk tea fans are happy with all the recipes that I'm giving out to you today. Don't forget to like, share the videos, and subscribe to my channel for more amazing recipes like this. I will see you then next time. Bye!